Lord Chaitanya explained that in pure devotional service there are 5 primary and 7 secondary rasas soul has with Krishna. He explained elaborately the 5 primary rasas. The first is Shantaras. Shantaras is relationship of neutrality with Krishna. The 2 prominent qualities of Shantaras is complete detachment from any material ego or desire and complete attachment to Krishna. Examples of great personalities who have attained Shantaras are the 9 Yogendras and the 4 Kumaras. When Shantaras is given an addition of active service, it becomes Dasyaras. In Dasyaras, there is a feeling of awe and reverence of the greatness of Krishna, that you are my master and I am your servant. This is the state of pure devotional service where the devotee is willing to sacrifice anything and everything to execute the will of Krishna. Examples of this in Vrindavan are Patraka, Chitraka, and Raktaka. And in Dwarka there is Daruka. The next ras is Sakyaras. When we add to Dasyaras intimate familiarity, where the intensity of love increases so much that we no longer see that Krishna is the master, I am servant, but we see that Krishna is my dearest, well-wishing friend. Such a devotee is utterly surrendered in pure devotion to the will of Krishna, but in a spirit that Krishna is equal. Krishna is my friend, and we love him in that mood. In Vrindavan, the Gopas, cowherd boys, they love Krishna in this spirit. Sometimes they would wrestle with Krishna, and they would defeat Krishna. How could anyone defeat Krishna? Krishna is defeated by the love of his devotee. Sometimes they would play games and Krishna would lose and have to carry his friends on his shoulders as punishment. Actually not punishment, but it was just Krishna's great pleasure to be defeated by his devotee. Lord Chaitanya explained that Arjuna, he was also in friendly relationship with Krishna. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna. And Arjuna understood, you are the supreme master and I am your servant. But then when Krishna withdrew his universal form, gradually again Arjuna's friendly relationship with Krishna, which was much more intimate, was awakened. So the examples of Sakyaras, Lord Chaitanya said, in Vrindavan is Sridama and Sudama, and in Dwarka it is Bhima and Arjuna. When we add to Sakyaras another special feature, the feeling that I am the maintainer of Krishna, that becomes Vatsalyaras, parental affection. In this parental affection, the devotees feel that Krishna is depending on me. If I do not feed him, he may die. Such pure spiritual love. The examples of Vatsalyaras in Vrindavan are Nanda and Yashoda. And in Mathura and Dwarka it is Vasudeva and Devaki. If we add an even greater intimacy of offering one's body, mind, words, life, everything for the pleasure of Krishna, then it becomes Madhurya Ras. In Madhurya Ras, or conjugal love, the examples in Vrindavan are gopis, the examples in Dwarka are his queens, and the examples in Vaikuntha are the goddesses of fortune. Lord Chaitanya explained in this description of Rasa Tattva that all the rasas in progressiveness contain all the qualities of the previous rasas. Just like the material elements, there is ether, and then air contains ether plus something else. And then fire contains, and then water and earth contain all the elements of the previous. Then Lord Chaitanya explained, even within these 5 rasas, there are 2 categories. They are Aishwarya, or seeing Krishna with great awe and reverence, and there is Kevala Ras, or pure Ras, where we have no tinge of seeing the greatness of Krishna. Greatness of Krishna, we mean perceiving him as the supreme absolute truth, the cause of all causes. Lord Chaitanya gave many examples. How Vasudeva and Devaki, when they saw Krishna kill Kamsa in Mathura, then Krishna and Balaram came up to them and bowed down to their parents. Vasudeva and Devaki so much wanted to embrace Krishna and Balaram. But in their heart of hearts they were thinking, he just killed Kamsa. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can we embrace him? So this understanding of Krishna as the Supreme Lord was an impediment to the spontaneity of their parental love. However, Mother Yashoda, when she found Krishna stealing butter, she tied him up with ropes. She chastised him. On one occasion, Mother Yashoda looked in Krishna's mouth and saw the whole universe. But her love was so intense, as soon as he closed his mouth, she forgot the whole thing and just thought, if I don't feed Krishna my milk, he will suffer and be hungry. Only in Vrindavan is there this pure, spontaneous Kevala Bhakti. Lord Chaitanya said, even if Krishna reveals his supreme opulences as the Lord, still, they don't take it seriously because their personal relationship is so deep, and it's the only thing they really consider. Lord Chaitanya explained to Rupa Goswami the highest limits of spiritual elevation is the love of the Gopis of Vrindavan, and how through cultivating devotion through the 9 processes of bhakti, one can attain the elevated stages that he had explained. Then he told Rupa Goswami that I have given you just a sample of this knowledge. You should expand it and spread it through the whole world. Lord Chaitanya told Rupa Goswami that I have personally entered into your heart and given you the power to understand and distribute everything I have spoken. Now you should go to Vrindavan, and you should write transcendental literatures extracting the essence of all knowledge, pure devotional service. You should excavate the lost holy places where Radha and Krishna performed their eternal Lila. You should build beautiful temples and establish deity worship. And through your lives, you should show the world proper vaishnav etiquette and the proper standards of devotion in the order of renunciation. Lord Chaitanya gave Rupa Goswami these 4 instructions. Then he began his trip to Varanasi. Rupa Goswami and Anupam begged Lord Chaitanya, we want to come to Varanasi with you. The waves within the ocean of separation are pounding against our hearts. We cannot bear it. Please let us come with you. Lord Chaitanya said, you go to Vrindavan now, but after some time, you both come to Jagannath Puri to meet me. Then the Lord got on a boat and began sailing along the Ganges to Varanasi. Due to separation, Srila Rupa Goswami fell down on the ground unconscious, and the decant Brahman had to pick him up and carry him home. Rupa Goswami and Anupam, following the order of the Lord, traveled by foot to Vrindavan.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.